Good evening, everyone. At this point, we would like to introduce to you the fourth Bautista sibling, Neri Barinque and her family, who will be our host team in this family gathering that we are having today. Ana Curita Jara Bautista was born right after the Second World War broke out on August 14, 1942 in Barangay Pandakake, Tayabas, Quezon. Neri, as she was fondly called by friends and relatives, was naturally charming and beautiful, that was testamented by her being crowned as a local beauty queen during her teen years in Tayabas. She was never able to reach past her primary education, as was the belief of old folks then. Without the exception of his father, it is all right for women not to pursue higher education, as they will just marry and become housekeepers anyway. But a woman of courage and determination, she believed that women should not necessarily be confined as plain housekeepers when they settle down. And so, she persevered and took the initiative to tool herself with knowledge and skills to earn a living. She studied dressmaking, hairdressing, and other related skills. And it was those acquired skills that helped her earn an income for herself. Unlike the typical woman of her time, she was able to traverse the course of her dream and saw places other than her native Tayabas, even during her early 20s. She lived with an aunt in Lucena and pursued her dream to live independently and earn a living at the same time. Married to Francisco Castro Barinque of Manila, who was 9 years her senior, they met in an event in Manila Hotel sometime in 1963 and tied the knot on March 14, 1965 in Lucena City. Their union bore 3 beautiful children, 2 handsome boys, and an equally charming girl. Their firstborn, Christopher, nicknamed Perry, a honeymoon baby, first saw the light of day on December 25, 1965. The second child, Arnold, was born May 29, 1967, and the youngest, Suzette, on December 5, 1972. Perry married Pinky Mendoza of Malbar, Batangas, and has a son named CJ, who is currently a third-year student in Pamantasan and Lunsod ng Maynila, taking up marketing management. Arnold has 3 children by his first marriage, namely Michael, an accountant and cum laude graduate of FEU, Angelo, a civil engineer, and Mika, a psychologist. Arnold is now living together with Beth Alejandro, a former colleague in Magnolia Chicken Cabuyao plant. Together, they have a child, Joyce, who is now 22 years old and works as an HR officer. Frank and Neri's youngest, Suzette, married her college classmate Vin, who is a dentist by profession, and together they have 3 children. Brian, who is currently a freshman in Pamantasan and Lunsod ng Maynila. Suzette's second child is Justin, the so-called campus king of Notre Dame School in Caloocan, being the captain of its basketball varsity team. He is 17 years old. And the youngest is Bea, Team Neri's future supermodel. Bea is in his 8th grade in Notre Dame, Caloocan. The family patriarch Frank died on November 18, 2007 at age 74 due to prostate cancer. At present, the family matriarch, the ever-beautiful Ana Curita Bautista Barinque, lives at their home in Alabang with their eldest son Perry and grandson CJ. Perry's wife Pinky has been away for the past 11 years, seeking greener pastures in the land of milk and honey. Arnold lives in Cabuyao and makes himself busy with a transport shuttle service business, while Suzette stays with her in-laws in Quezon City. And there you go, folks, our host team, Team Neri.